This is the group project assignment. And this is going to be a little different since it's online this time. Usually in the group project, I have them do basically what you're going to be doing, but they also have to do an actual presentation of the material. It's like teaching the class almost. But I'm not going to make you do that because that's a lot of work, and you have to do a Zoom meeting, and you have to do all this and record it. And I don't want you to get frustrated, because if you say, how do we do that? All I'll say is, I have no idea. So we're not going to do any of that this semester. We're going to just do a group outline, and you've hopefully seen and looked at the group outline. As you can see, it's very detailed. There are 4 chapters that you're going to be covering. As you can see, the outline that I've sent you, it's in the lesson on groups. You'll see that it is very, very detailed. And then there's a PowerPoint. Now that PowerPoint doesn't necessarily go with that outline, but it's an example of a PowerPoint for that. And here's what you're going to do. As a group, you've already been assigned to a group. You've got your assignment, you know your chapters. This group assignment is due towards the end of the semester, but you may submit it to me early and send it to the entire class early. In fact, I encourage you to complete this assignment early, and that way you don't have to do the discussion board, you don't have to do any more with it. Complete it early, as early as you'd like to, but make sure it is completely detailed, just like the example outline, and the PowerPoint is completely detailed along with the outline. But you may finish it early. You'll be sent the specific date that this is due, but I encourage you to do these earlier. And what you're going to be doing is working as a group. Now, it's important that you do work as a group. And so you're going to outline the 4 chapters, just like the example that I sent you. Then you're going to create a PowerPoint. It doesn't have to be a PowerPoint. It can be a Prezi. It can be slides. It can be something. Any one of those things like that. I think even Google Docs will work. I'm not sure. I don't know that much about Google Docs. But anyway, you're going to present this. So I always call it PowerPoint. It's PowerPoint presentation, slides to go with it, and the outline. That's what you're going to present. Make those as attachments. When you get to the point where they're due, what you're going to do is send those to everyone in class. Both of them. The outline and the PowerPoint presentation, the slides that go with that. And what this basically is a study guide for the final exam. It's like a Cliff Notes almost for the chapters. I want you to really know these chapters, and really, so others can go back and refer to them, and then when I give out a study guide to study for the final, they can go, ooh, that's what this answer is, or that's what I'm looking for here. Everyone should have read the material, all the material. Many times students kind of skip over a lot of material, and so this helps them and to study for the exam. Plus, I'm going to give you all the information you need to know for the exam. Anyway, you're going to send it to everyone in class, and me too. So here's how you do that. You go to Blackboard, and then when you first go on Blackboard, you'll see all your classes, you know, your history or English and whatever. And you'll see but on the left-hand side, you'll scroll down and it says, Contact Students and Teachers. Click on that. And then you look for your class, your specific class, and you click on that. And then it'll say, all the students in class. Click there, and you just write an email, and you attach a video, or you attach your attachment of your outline and your slides. Hit enter, and it goes to everyone in class. Then to me, you're going to send it to my personal email, which you already know, which is john.parrish@tccd.edu. That's john.parrish@tccd.edu. So make sure you send it to me also. Send it to everyone in class, and then send it to me also on the due date or before. You can send it in before if you'd like, if you have it all finished. Now, it's vitally important that all of you work on this, because many students hate doing group work. And I can understand it, because a lot of times there are group members, sometimes, I hope that doesn't happen in this class, but that don't want to do anything, or that think, well, I'm going to slide through. I've sent you some videos on how to handle that. And one of them says, well, you just have to put up with it. Well, not in this class. You don't. If you have group members that don't want to do anything, won't participate, won't help you, do you know what you do? You fire them. You fire them and let me give them a 0 because that's what they deserve. Do not let them slide through on your coattails and say, well, I'm just going to get through and I'm just going to do this. I don't have to do anything. So-and-so will do it for me. The rest of the group will. No, they won't. They're going to fire you. And what you have to do is send me an email, send them an email, and tell them they are fired. Let me know that you fired them before. And don't wait. Don't wait. If they haven't done anything in the next 2-3 weeks, or they do something right away and then don't do anything again, fire them. Let me tell you again, fire them. Get rid of them because they will destroy your group. They will pull your group. They're like an anchor on a boat. They just hold you back. Don't let them do that. Don't let anyone do that to your group. And don't you go through it and do everything yourself. Don't do it. Assign these things. There will be a leader in each group. Assign things and have dates. Now, in order for me to know that you actually are working as a group, I've set up discussion board for each group. So there's a discussion board for group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, group number. You go in there and you post and you work. You work back and forth. Now you don't have to do everything on that. You can text each other or call each other or email each other or whatever. But I want to see work on that discussion board and that this is happening. That way I know what's going on. And if group members are working, if I see, well, there's 4 group members in this, but only 2 of them are really on that discussion board, I'll know that the other 2 are in the process of being fired or getting fired or haven't done anything. Or they think, well, I don't need to do anything. I can just slide through. No, you can't. Go in that discussion board and make sure that you work together. This is a group effort, not just one person, not just 2 people, unless your group is only 2 people or something, which usually that doesn't happen. Sometimes it does when people get fired or the class is really small or something. That could happen, but generally not. Generally there's about 4 people in each group, 4 or 5. So make sure you work. Make sure you go on that discussion board every week and just add things, add things, add things. And then if you finish in 6 weeks instead of the 8 weeks or whatever I've given you, submit it, then you're finished and just say, hey, we've completed our assignment. We've got it in. We're done. Great. Then you don't have to do the discussion board anymore. After you complete it, that's it. No more discussion board stuff for you on your group discussion board. The other discussion board, that's for attendance. But your group discussion board, make sure you go in there and work in there. Make sure, because I want to see that you're working as a group and you're communicating with each other, because that's what groups are all about, is working on that. So, again, what you're going to do is outline the 4 chapters that I've given you, assigned you. You have a specific date they're due. You will do that outline and just make it as an attachment. Make sure everything is the same. If everyone's doing a section or a piece or whatever, make sure one person gets it and makes all the fonts so it looks like one complete document. Then you're going to create a PowerPoint that goes with it, that corresponds with that, with just the key points, just the key main issues and key points of the chapters. And then make that as a document and an attachment. Then when you're finished with this assignment, all you do is submit it, send it to everyone on their TCC email, boom, one time. And you know how to do that. Go to Contact Students and Teachers, click there, find your class, click there, contact everyone in class, boom, click there, and then send me one individually to john.parrish@tccd.edu. Then you're finished. But make sure you work on that discussion board, your specific discussion board. Don't go to, if you're in group 1, don't go to group 3 and work there. only on group 1. If you're in group 5, don't go anywhere else but discussion board 5. Make sure you only go to your discussion board and work. And I'll see whose name is there and who's working and who's not. And we'll have a follow-up. We'll get a follow-up and see who's working and who's not working. We'll know. I'll know. And that's important that I do know. So make sure that you're working together. This is a group effort. Not just one person, not just two, everyone. Everyone must pull their weight. Everyone must do their fair share. Everyone. And if you're not, and you don't want to, then drop out of the group and save them from firing you. But group, let me warn you, please do not wait. Don't wait till it's too late and the group members haven't done anything and it's too late. Don't wait. Get rid of them. Get rid of them because you don't need them. If they're not going to do anything, they're worthless to you. And I say this all, it doesn't happen rarely. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 groups a semester has to do this. But take full advantage of what I am offering you. You get to fire that person. Get rid of them. Because if they're not going to work with you or help you, get rid of them. So, again, here we go. You're going to outline, completely outline. Follow that example I sent you. The chapters, the 4 chapters. Then you're going to create a PowerPoint presentation. And then you're going to also work in your specific group discussion boards to show me that you're working back and forth and doing all the things you need to do. I want to make sure you are. And then once you're finished, you're going to send the complete outline and the PowerPoint as attachments in an email to everyone in class using their TCC email. And you're also going to send me a copy at john.parrish@tccd.edu. Now have fun with this. You know, some of my groups, I've had them years ago in class, and they're still friends and still meeting and still talking and still in contact with one another. So it can be a really great experience, if everyone is willing to work and do this. And you don't have to worry about doing a presentation. There's not going to be a presentation. It's just that. That's all you have to do. So do that. Get it in early, and then you're finished with it. If you wait till the last minute, you have to keep that discussion board going all the way till the end. So I encourage you to get those things finished as soon as you possibly can and send them out. And that way, each group, you will know those 4 chapters for the exam. You'll know those like the back of your hand. Ooh, I know the answer to that. I know the answer to that. I know the answer to that. When I send out the test questions that you have to know, or the review of the test, you're going to say, oh, I know that. I know that. So you'll know 4 chapters by the back of your hand. Then you can look at the outlines from the other groups and find out the answers there. But read all the chapters in the book, not just your chapters. Start with your chapters that you have to know for your group or you have to work on. But read the other chapters in the assignments that have been assigned. Have fun, and let's go get them. Bye.